Hey guys, welcome to another vlog.
Another vlog. This is the first one.
This is Erica, Paige, and
Hello.
from Arcana, and we're going to see the garden. It's an eclipse today. We're hoping that channels some transformative energy into the night. So this is our second time seeing the garden. We saw them play a half-hour set opening for Knocked Loose. Months ago in October. All the bands were amazing. It was great to see so many awesome bands on one lineup. We've been fans of the Garden for a few years now, ever since the release of Horseshit on Route 66. We're excited to see them play a full set finally. We're excited to experience Ice Age, the Copenhagen band that's opening, and have a great time. We just got to a hotel. We're staying the night because we live out of town, and there is a skate jam, like a local event that some of our acquaintances are putting on. Yeah, we definitely will vlog that. Hopefully we can make some new connections at the show. We think of maybe interviewing some fans.
Maybe. No, we need to interview because if we do what are the Garden fans really like? We're gonna get views.
Yeah,
we're gonna get views.
Because that's the whole reason we're doing this.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll vlog some more later.
Okay, so we're on our way to the restaurant. We're gonna get some yummies before the show. Get some Mexican food. So, Mexican food.
I see a moth and he's looking at me.
So we'd seen the Garden once before, opening for Knocked Loose. It also happened to be on full moon. So yeah, I did all this filming outside the concert, but once we were in there, I barely filmed anything because I like to just enjoy the show. But our mom luckily caught one full song and then a part of another song, so I'm really grateful for that. Yeah, I was actually really hoping to catch another show on this tour, the one at the Madonna Inn, because, I've wanted to go to the Madonna Inn for a while. And I only found out recently that it's haunted, so that's a whole other reason to go there. I didn't know that before. I was just like, Grimes filmed a music video there, that's cool. It looks cool. But yeah, I was kind of too late at that point, and I was like, do I love the Garden enough to see them twice on the same tour? The truth is, no.
The tree is in full bloom.
So you're about to see my sister get really pissed off because we saw someone we knew standing outside the venue next door to the theater we were seeing the Garden at. Someone who we have a bit of a history with.
Your destination is
that freaking... What are they doing there?
There might be another show there.
Oh wow, we got some.
Look at the line.
baseball
Everybody
people.
wants to be.
That's crazy. I'm so nervous to film, but there's like a whole line of fans outside. They're so scary, bro.
Halloween.
Someone that owes us $35. Ah! I'm a little scared because we're going to eat food, right? But
all the garden fans are lined up outside, and like we wanted to interview them, but they're so scary, they're so intimidating. And on top of that, there were people we knew outside the venue next door. Finally made it to the restaurant. We picked the spot closest to the music, as usual. Got the Papelicano, the Zephyr lady, and you.
And the screen.
Really good food. And La Cenita.
66.
What's it called? La Cenita? We're all wearing black hoodies today. Shot of the haunted air marquee. A little boy died there and he haunts the place. Oop, my bad. Hello, where are we? Where are we?
We're at the King Theater. Nobody played yet.
Okay, good.
How far is Route 66 from here? I don't know, you tell me. Next song,
Alright, so the concert just ended. We're driving back to the hotel. I was hoping to go behind the venue and talk to some people, but we didn't get to do that, and that's okay.
We met Evan, the legend.
We met Evan
from Hawaii
Escoboza.
Heist.
I told him I loved you in Hawaii Heist. Of course, I love his music as well. He was selling merch for the garden. That was kind of the only notable thing that happened. Also, William, the mastermind behind the films and the videos, was there. He was either doing lights or sound. I couldn't tell. But Helen and I were really scared to approach him, but we wanted to
Yeah, I suggested we should bow to him,
say we're not worthy
as we pass by.
I was trying to, research the band before the show happened, but I was lazy with it because I looked up, Ice Age band, and I found it was Danish band or whatever, and I was like, no, they can't be Danish, but they are Danish, so that was them. So I didn't listen to them at all before tonight, but I'm definitely going to after this because they were really amazing. They set such a cool atmosphere with their music, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, the drumming
guys
was
got
really
great
sick.
stage presence. Helen and I brought a couple bananas, not to the show. They're at our hotel. We left them because we didn't think they were going to do banana peel because it wasn't on setlist.fm. But they did. They closed with banana peel.
Yeah, I mean
At the encore.
Yeah.
And there were a couple banana peels being thrown on the stage, which
What was
nice
that
to
one
see.
song that you were singing along to when you were like, Ribcage?
What else got me about a jester?
Didn't they do OC 93?
Yeah.
Okay, I recognized
usually
it
do
and
that
I was like, yay, I know this. Talk about the puppet. Well, I can talk about the puppet. It was pretty
about the
cool.
puppet.
At some point, it kind of
The
went
jester puppet.
close to the crowd and it was in front of the stage. It was probably their brother operating it, we assume. We saw their brother at the last show and we didn't know it was him.
Yeah.
We just kind of I made eye contact with him and I thought he looked like somebody else.
So that's why we remembered him, but then later we had found photos and we were like, wait, that's the guy we saw at Knocked Loose.
At the end of the show,
He's their roadie, so that's cool.
bro has a life, man, like I said. Oh yeah, there was a security guard that looked like Hellhammer, which I thought was cool. But
There was actually this guy in the audience, a fan, who looked just like Eldon from Clueless. Turn away. Okay, we'll see you at the skate gym.
The morning after at our hotel, there were cats playing around outside our window. So we had a lot of fun watching them, trying to catch them on camera. Okay, so it's the next day, and we're getting ready to head to the skate gym. Hilla's fixing her pants. We're packing out the hotel and watching the kitties outside.
Head north toward New Fairfield Drive, then turn left onto New Fairfield Drive.
Okay, so we're about to start heading to the skate jam. Neither Helen nor I skate, but we jammed. So we're obviously not going to be competing, doing tricks and stuff, but we're probably going to buy some merch. Hella's wearing the pants that these dudes made.
East. Right lane to turn right
That's
onto
cool.
Pan American frontage road.
Anyways, back in our hometown, I was selling my zines and some art at a local market, and I met these dudes who are
Right lane.
around our age, a little bit younger. These skaters who made sick custom clothing, including the pants that Hella bought. And they're hosting this event as a fundraiser for their business. So we're gonna go support them. You should do that all over again. No.
Yes, you should do it all over again.
Send a message to my brother.
So on the way to the skate gym, I was talking a lot about the weird night we had at the hotel. First of all, neither my mom, my sister, nor I could sleep. Hardly. I was awake with these strange visions. And, my like dream type things, but not being fully asleep. A lot were about the show and the venue, but there were a couple like peculiar ones. I had a sort of dream that was like a continuation of the show, where there was a third band that played after that. They were trying to like get everyone to keep drinking, and they brought their drinks on stage. But in between my weird visions of like the theater and the show, I had this one weird vision that was like very odd among all those others. I was walking, I guess it was supposed to be like the entrance to the theater. I was walking past it, and there was this old man with a walker, and he was walking next to somebody, I believe. But he had like, you know, white hair, a thick mustache, and like a baker boy cap or some kind of cap on his head.
But I don't want to go home because I know I'm going to be sad when we go home.
Why are you gonna be sad?
I always get sad after concerts.
And he stopped in this sort of hallway to like look at me, and he looked very confused. I had the urge to like give him directions, but I also had the feeling that he was giving me that look to be like, what are you doing here? Like, I'm not supposed to be there, or it's odd to see me there. And it was one of those visions that kind of snaps you out of whatever state you're in, because it's just so weird and out of place. And I was thinking, you know, maybe it was some sort of psychic download that had to do with the hotel we were at. I was like, maybe this used to be a retirement home. I don't know.
He's ready to go. So I'm gonna skate on over. He's gonna make a grand entrance, I think. I think that's okay. I really like them. What did you call them? Bulgarian spirit scarers. Spirit scarers? Yeah. Bulgarian spirit scarers. Check it out. Wait, can you like film me horizontally for a second? Film you? Oh, fit check. What size? You have to go backwards. Oh. Okay, so we just checked out the skate jam. It's really cold, so I put on my hoodie. I got a t-shirt. We're going to go buy some European snacks at Eurozone. Snacks! And then come back and then say our goodbyes too. This is kind of funny. My mom woke up at some point and she said she was dreaming about Slater. She said she dreamt that he was wearing a top that she knit for him. And she said something like, Slater was wearing my sweater. I also had a dream about Slater that night. I don't remember much from it. At the end of the dream, I asked him, if you were to choose one, what Slater deep cut would you put on your set list today? And he told me, and it was one that I didn't know, and it had Bishop in the title, I think. He started playing it for me, and then I woke up. So I was able to remember what it sounded like, and it was a real song. And that day, Hella and I were trying to figure out what it was, because I was like, Hella, this is a real song. I started singing it, and she knew exactly what I was trying to sing, and we were like, what song is that? And it ended up being, I might have to look this up, but I think it's at the end of I Can See for Miles by The Who, and it's like one of the commercials. It was the Charles Atlas commercial that comes after I Can See for Miles in The Who Sellout. Event. Father. What if I like turn it off and then you get it right after? Just finished the skate jam. We're in the parking lot of the park and they're continuing the awesomeness over there. We got some pizza. I got a shirt that has been shown. I got a hat that's also been shown. We left some treats. I broke their cup and ball game because I was playing with it really hardcore.
It's been played with super hardcore before you, clearly. This string just snaps. In a very
I feel bad, but we
place.
left a bunch of like goodies. I gave the guy cheese, and I think that we did
Donation.
for it. But yeah, we had a good time just standing around, being awkward. But you know, I'm happy that we got to support this, and I can't wait to see what they do next.
So that's it. If you're a garden fan and you watched this video to see them, and watched it till the end. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And you can let me know if you care what you liked about the video and what you didn't like, so I can know what to do for next time. And I appreciate you all for watching. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.